A wiretap? We were supposed to leave at 5 a.m., but no one's here.
Trouble busters!
So, what time are you guys coming back from the family trip? What time is it? What time? Just tell me! We're not sure yet. My name is Melanie. This lady who's been interrogating me here is my mother-in-law, Jasmine. She's always been nosy about everything ever since I got married to her son. She even tried to join our honeymoon, too. I don't really know what to do with her. By the way, I think you should be more considerate when you cook for the family. What? It's not always the best idea to feed them what they want. What? How does she know all of this? I never told her any of this.
I'm home. Oh, what's going on, Melanie?
Hi, honey. The TV wasn't working well, so I was checking it out.
Oh, perhaps we can listen to the radio then?
Oh, that sounds good. Huh? What's wrong?
Shh.
A wiretap? Why is there a wiretap?
Just calm down, Melanie. Should we take this to the police?
But the wiretap alone won't necessarily be illegal, so I don't think the police would do anything.
But then we can't just leave this here.
Joseph, we should check the footage from our surveillance camera that we installed for the safety of our children.
Sounds like a plan.
Oh, God.
So she did this on purpose.
Ugh.
Melanie.
If this is how you're going to play this game, I am going to do what I have to do. I am not letting her get away with this. Trouble busters! So, I guess we're going to have to change our departure time for the family trip.
I guess we're gonna have to leave at 5 o'clock.
Would you say we'd be back around 3 p.m.?
Oh boy, it's gonna be a hassle.
We were supposed to leave at 5 a.m., but no one's here. That was such a great trip.
Yeah, maybe we can go to Hot Springs next time.
Hey, what's going on? Yes? Didn't you guys say that you were leaving on the trip at 5 a.m.? Huh? I was here, but no one was here. I never told you what time we were leaving, did I? Huh?
And why did you get here as soon as we got back home? It's almost as if you knew we'd be back around 3 p.m.
Oh, what a coincidence. But you got here as soon as we got home. Oh, I just remembered something I had to do. I'm leaving. Bye. Let's go ahead and eat some prime rib steak tomorrow night.
Wow, how exciting to eat a steak at 5 p.m.
What the?
Oh, Jasmine, what great timing!
Why are you guys eating steak at my house? Huh? You guys said you were eating steak today at your place. How did you know we said that? Oh.
About the steak.
I only recall talking about it at home. Why do you know? Oh, I just had a feeling you might be eating steak at your place tonight. Anyways, why didn't you tell me that you were coming over?
Melanie did give us a call.
What? But for some reason you weren't home. Oh, really?
Where were you?
I was just doing groceries. Groceries, huh? Are you accusing me? Here, this is the receipt. Check it out. Oh, I guess you were right.
Oh, not again, but let me try. What the heck?
I guess she got us there.
What's going on, you guys?
Oh, could it possibly be the surveillance footage from the cameras you installed at your home?
What's going on? You guys are all acting strange.
Melanie, that's not good. You need to make sure you turn off the music before you leave your house. What? I'm sure the music is playing on its own, making the house seem even emptier than it is.
I know she placed that wiretap in our house.
I agree with you 100%.
What do we do? Should we just ask her right now?
Hold on, we don't have anything to prove that it was her.
But then we need to do something about this.
I'm sure there's something we could do.
Hmm?
We're going to make sure she learns her lesson. By the way, I found a strange adapter connected to one of my outlets at the house. Huh? So what? After taking a closer look at it, I feel like it might be a wiretap.
What? Is that true? Huh?
So what if it was a wiretap? You wouldn't even know if it's a wiretap. Was it the C channel? Huh? Didn't you use C channel to tap us? What? Wait.
What's a C channel, Melanie?
It's a receiving channel.
A receiving channel?
Yep. Even if someone places a wiretap, they wouldn't be able to tap us unless they know what was the receiving channel. This means that those types of wiretaps have a sticker that indicates whether they receive signals from either A, B, or C channel.
I see. So that's how the tapper knows which channel to listen to.
That's correct. The wiretap that was installed in our house is called the UHF wiretap. UHF stands for ultra high frequency. These types of wiretaps are at 300 MHz to 3 GHz frequency. It allows high volume information to be transferred due to its high frequency. The three types of frequencies used in these wiretaps are either A channel at 398.605 MHz, B channel at 399.455 MHz, and C channel at 399.030 MHz. Most tappers typically use one of these three channels these days. The wiretaps that can be connected to most outlets have a necessity to prevent the target from noticing the wiretap itself. So in a lot of cases, the outlet may be screwed into the wall with certain types of screws, or sometimes even the screw itself is designed in a way that can't be unscrewed.
Does that mean that you guys found that in your house?
Yes, that's correct. We saw an outlet that had a sticker that says C with screws that can't be unscrewed.
Does that mean that your house is being tapped as we speak?
Yes, and I'm certain.
Oh my God! We need to call the police as soon as— You can't do that, Dad! Why not? You said your house is being tapped. Tapping itself isn't illegal in our country. What?
Oh, that's too bad. I feel bad for the two of you. Besides, I heard that wiretaps disguised in outlets can't really let the tapper hear too much anyways. You probably thought that I was the culprit, but you're wrong. You're right about the fact that the analog wiretaps disguised as outlets can generally only reach a few yards, up to a few dozen yards. Right, and our house is about 4 miles away from your house. So even if you might accuse me, you already know that it's impossible for me to be tapping your house. You're probably right. So now you can go ahead and leave. However, what if you had the ability to extend the distance that you could hear what you tap? What?
Melanie, what do you mean?
If the wiretap itself was something that's more expensive and therefore well-made, you would have the ability to listen to it from a longer distance. Some can be as cheap as $200, while other ones may cost more than $1,000.
But if it's something that can only reach a few yards, how could it ever reach a few miles?
That's not possible. It's possible.
What?
Hey, Melanie, you can't just pretend like you know everything and make up all these as if they were facts. I will let you go if you're going to leave my house right now, but if you keep treating me like I was the culprit, I am not going to tolerate. You just have to give it a little work. Stop lying. Then why don't you tell me how I would even be able to tap your house all the way from my house over here? You can't explain it, can you? There are 4 different ways to do it. What? The first method is to alter the device to increase its output. This way, you could extend the distance that the waves can reach and therefore extend the tapping distance. However, it will cause a very strong wave to be emitted, which can potentially force the device to go over its limits and therefore become illegal. What? And the second method is to remove any obstacles between the receiver and the tapping device to improve the tapping device by a significant amount. Melanie. And the third method is to place an antenna on the receiver. By doing so, it will have an improved ability to receive the waves the tapping device emits, and therefore the tapping distance can be improved. Hey, Melanie! And the fourth method is to use a high-spec receiver. Even if the tapping device is low-spec, this will allow an improved tapping distance.
I've heard about some people who enjoy tapping different channels being used in different industries just for fun.
Yep, I'm sure it's not too hard to find a high-spec receiver out there. Wait, hold on! What is it? This isn't right. How do you even know all of this? It almost sounds as if you do something illegal. I'm sure the culprit knew that we would do our research about wiretaps, so I decided that I might as well go above and beyond to do my research about the receivers. What? You never thought I'd do a research on the receiver, did you? Oh my God, is that the receiver?
So that was the receiver. Jasmine, how were you even able to tell just by looking at it?
Oh, how should I say it? You, out of all people, would know what it looks like, right? That this is a receiver for the tapping device? Oh, I didn't know. Why would you say that? Pressing play. This music. That's the music that's playing at our house right now.
But how are we able to hear this music? And Mom, how were you able to tell precisely that the music was still playing in our house? Oh my God!
Oh, could it be a coincidence? As we were leaving the house, we went ahead and played this music on loop so that it wouldn't stop playing. Why are we hearing the music all the way from your house? Oh, I don't know anything about this.
Are you sure about that? This is way too strange to be a coincidence.
I don't care what you think. I don't know anything. Maybe there's a radio station that happens to be playing the same music. I wonder if you would say that after hearing this. Huh?
Oh my God! I can hear that there's two devices playing the same music at the same time! This means that the music that's playing on this receiver right now is received from our house!
That's right.
You need to explain this to me, Jasmine!
I really don't know anything about this. Besides, you're receiving it using a receiver, so you would be able to receive it anywhere, right? No, don't you recall what I said earlier? What? In order to receive signals at this distance, you would probably need an antenna. What do you mean? On the other hand, if we didn't have the antenna here at this house, we wouldn't be able to receive the signals all the way from our house. But how do you know that the antenna is in this house? This unit is on the highest floor of this apartment complex, right? Huh? This means that you wouldn't have any obstacles between the receiver and the wiretap all the way to my house, correct? And what even makes all of what I said convincing is the fact that you have that antenna right there. Oh my God.
What's going on, Jasmine?
No, that's not right. We do have an antenna and it might look like it's pointing towards your house, but that's just there because our TV doesn't work the way it's supposed to work. Can I look for it then? Huh? Can I look for the place where I can hear this receiver even more clearly? What? No, you can't do that.
Do it, Melanie.
Yes, sir. It seems like this place has the clearest reception.
That's my study room. Oh my God, could this possibly be?
Yes, that is the receiver indeed.
Jasmine, what is this?
Oh, I don't know. Isn't that yours?
That's not possible. I've never even touched a receiver or even a transceiver ever in my life. I can't believe you bought this behind my back. Not to mention that you left it in my study room instead of hiding it among your belongings. Mom, I can't believe you did this to us. Why would you do something like this? What exactly were you trying to find out about us?
Oh, who cares about that?
What?
Melanie said it earlier. Some people just enjoy listening to random radio sounds, you know.
But this is an invasion of privacy.
Nice try. Invasion of privacy is only if I ever told any of the information I received to a third person. I was only listening to entertain myself, so this isn't a crime.
Ugh.
But isn't this an illegal device? What? It says it receives up to 10 miles right here. So what? What's illegal about that? I made sure I bought it from a credible website overseas. In our country, you're only allowed to utilize a receiver that receives up to 5 miles. What? Anything that receives more than that would be considered illegal. What? What do you mean by that? You also have a receiver with you, too? Mine only reaches 5 miles. But why would yours be legal and not mine? This device isn't legal from the country I bought it from. Just for your information, you could get sentenced to either a year in prison or a penalty of up to $10,000. What? I can't get prosecuted for something like this. This must be a joke. Well, Jasmine, you also trespassed our house, haven't you? What?
Of course you did. You entered our house without our consent so you could install the wiretap, right? By the way, trespassing can get you sentenced to either 3 years in prison or a penalty of up to $1,000.
What? No, wait, we're a family, right? I believe I heard something about not being charged or sentenced to anything if we have any problems like this among family members. That only applies if you and the family member reside in the same household. You're kidding me. Oh, this must be a bad joke.
Oh, you better be kidding me! I can't believe you placed a wiretap in their house! Have you gone insane? I'm gonna make sure I file a police report.
And please don't ever come near our house again. But you guys can't do this to me. It was just curious about what Joseph and Melanie were up to every day. And Joseph keeps acting like I'm annoying him, and Melanie wouldn't tell me much about what's going on among her family. I had no choice.
What do you want to know about our family so much?
This is getting a little scary. Say whatever you want. I was just worried about my little boy Joseph, and I wasn't sure if Melanie was a good enough wife for my son and a good enough mother for my grandchildren. That's why I wanted to know everything that was going on in the house 24/7. What is wrong with that?
I knew you've always been a bit overprotective with our son, but I never thought you would do something like this.
Oh, don't act like you're disappointed.
We're breaking up.
What? What did you just say?
After finding out about your madness over our son's family, there's no way I could keep living with a woman like you!
Wait, hold on. You can't do this. I'll never do this ever again, so please don't break up with me, and don't file a police report, and don't tell me not to ever go near your house, please. We have no mercy for you. But, oh dear, please! And that's how our wiretap incident at our house had been resolved. However, we saw that Jasmine kept wandering around our house and Jacob's house quite frequently. We ended up calling the police several times and even filed a restraining order, and we never saw her around again after that. I overheard from someone that she now lives in an affordable apartment on her own. She got a job to support herself, but she chose not to talk to anyone. She's always alone, whether she's at work or at home. As for our family, we've been living with peace in mind now that Jasmine isn't always walking into our house being all nosy. We learned that it's always nice to have a good balance between things after what happened this time around, and we'll be sure to respect each other's personal space as I live with my family. Trouble Busters!